Hi, my name is Michael and thank you so much for being here by choosing one of my products. Today I will explain with every detail my habit tracker, but before we proceed with the template, allow me to tell you that English isn't my first language, something that you probably already noticed, so don't judge me too harsh. I'll do my best to explain every part of this template. So, just with every other template for me, the first tab contains detailed instructions and guidance on how to use my product. So before you start working with it, take a look. It offers detailed guidance and instructions for every part of it. Of course, if you have any questions or you need any help or guidance, don't hesitate to contact me either through my Etsy store, my website, or an email, or even by commenting below this video. So let's start now with the one and only tab of this template. This template has the habit tracker tab, but also has another tab with name use it for fresh copy only. I usually suggest to leave this tab empty and using it only to make copy if you want to keep your previous month's records. For example, let's say now we are tracking May and we are going to June. I will do right click on the use it for fresh copy only and select duplicate. That way I'm getting another tab. I'm giving it a name June and it's ready to use it. Also, you can come up over here and submit your habits or even submit a few details that you always want to have them so you can make copy with these details. For example, if you have a few habits that you are tracking standard every month, you can predefine them here, so every new copy will have them, so you don't have to submit them again. Let's see now how it's working. After you submit all your habits and set which month and year you are working on, you will notice a plus symbol over here. Click OK. And a hidden column will be revealed where you can set a date. As you can see over here, I selected only Tuesday and Wednesday for this habit as an example. You can set which dates, if not all, you want to track this habit. Most habit trackers doesn't give that option and forces you to track each habit for 7 days each week. But in my tracker, you can set a date for each habit and track only those dates. Okay, for example, for water, I want every day. For exercise or move your body, I don't want the weekends. Okay, that way the template automatically hide the weekends, Saturday and Sunday. I don't have any checkbox over here. Okay, and I can succeed with my streak for that habit for the month. Okay, I have a streak even by skipping these days because I predefine them. Okay, so submit the days only once and the template will hide the checkboxes from these days. Then you can hide again and you're ready to go. So set your month and year, submit your categories. If you don't want to track them 7 out of 7, unhide this column and set the date you want to track each habit and start tracking. The template automatically changes the day for each day number. For example, if I set here February, the February starts with Sunday. Okay, May started with Friday. So you can have accurate tracking for all your habits. This is the main section. This is the section where you track your habits. If you have more than 15 habits, you can click the plus symbol over here and you will have 15 more. If you don't want to track all this, you can hide this section for space efficiency. Up here, you will notice the progress for each day, showing that on 1st of May, you achieved 10 out of 12. On Saturday, 9 out of 10. Okay, and that way you can track each day. Also, you will notice a weekly progress, but also a month's progress. Over here, the template calculates which habits you were most consistent. For example, since we were consistent on exercise or move our body with every 5 weeks of each week, every five days, for each week, our most consistent habit is this one with 100%. Drink water following with 87%, because if you notice, we have a few days unmarked. Okay. So that way we can track which habits were the most consistent. Also, on the section on the right over here, we can see how many checkboxes left unchecked, the progress, and current streak and best streak. After the main habit section, we have another section which is self-check zone. Over here you can track your sleep, your water intake, and your mood. Of course, if you don't want to use this section, you can hide it and proceed with the rest sections of this template. Okay, but if you want to use it, you have the option to set what the goal for sleep, what the goal for water, and your goal for mood. For mood, you have 5 different moods to select for each day. So let's say for sleep tracker we've set 8 hours just by typing number 8, okay? And we're starting to track how many hours we slept each day. Just by double clicking the cell, we can select how many hours we slept. Okay, similar for water. We set our goal for 3 milliliters, or we can change it to liters, or gallons, or anything we want, okay? And start submitting how many liters we drink each day. Similar for our mood, by each day, we can select the emoticon that represent our current state. And the template at the end right will calculate the average sleep time, water intake, and mood. Okay. Next, we have a section where we can track habits by week. You can track up to 15 habits for each week, having an extra section for the week. Submit your habits and you can navigate from the drop down over here to see each habit's progress. Okay. Next, a section for tasks, monthly habits and yearly habits. Feel free to use them as you like. So, in order to do a recap, you set your month and year. The template will calculate everything else. If you want, you can set specific dates for each habit. And then start tracking your habits. The template will calculate everything. Once you complete a month, you can either erase everything and start again, or you can keep it as a record and make a fresh copy by duplicate the use it for fresh copy only tab. It's the same. Again, if you have any question or you need any help, don't hesitate to contact me. I'm just a message away. And thank you so much for selecting one of my products. And until next time, take care. Bye.